We have about a year until the full effect of the state's new reading law takes effect. So this week on Dateline Schools, we're going to learn what this law means and what it means for our local students and our local schools as we talk with the Director of Education Services here at St. Clair County RESA, Brenda Tenniswood. And Brenda, just kind of fill us in again. Give us a quick snapshot of what this new reading law is all about.
Well, first, I think we need to say that the name of the law has been changed. So it was the third grade reading law, and now it's read by grade 3. And you might think that that's just a simple kind of cosmetic change, but I think really the intent is to say, let's make this a positive experience and let's really focus on all the great things that we know work to help kids learn to read by grade 3 so that some of the negative consequences of the law don't hit.
Really, it's for this year's second graders. That'll be the really first big group that'll be impacted by this law.
That's correct. So the law went into effect last year. So next school year with those third graders, current second graders, is when the retention piece of the law, all the other components of the law are already in place in terms of looking at assessments and supporting students. That's the most important piece. Those are already in place.
And those assessments and things, those are things we're already doing. We're not creating new assessments for this, right?
For the most part, yes. The state of Michigan did identify certain assessments that districts were required to use, but generally most of things that districts have been using fall under that umbrella.
And so that'd be what? Mainly the M-STEP that we're now all familiar with that replaced the MEEP from years ago?
M-STEP is ultimately going to be used proficiency, but there are also some more, I would say, formative assessments that are used on a regular basis throughout the years. Things like NWA, STAR, there's a list of screeners and diagnostic tools. Those are the ones that districts now are mandated to use several times a year.
So we're not making kids do more testing to do this. We're just going to take the results of what we're already doing.
Absolutely. This is by no means like this massive 3-week testing period, but it is shorter assessments done more regularly so that they can drive instruction.
And that probably gives us a better reading of what's really going on with the kids with their reading skills.
Absolutely. It's like a temperature check. How are these kids doing? What do we need to change? Where they're being successful?
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.